Welcome to A Bed in Bangkok
With two bitches.
I'm Meg.
I'm Joe.
Hey, bitch.
Hey, bitch.
Okay, so you said that you have a bone to pick with me. I'm a little scared. What's up?
Do you remember on Friday? Look at your face. Do you remember Friday night?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, backstory. Meg's husband wrote me a message
On the slide.
on the slide. Yeah, on the DL.
On the DL.
Yes, and
He didn't even get your number from me, by the way.
how did he get my number?
He messaged Sarah, got your number.
Wow.
Yeah, he was being slick.
Yeah, he was. Anyways, and asked for recommendations where to take you for your anniversary dinner. And I honestly don't remember what I knew. I told him Scarlett and I told him Sawan, the fine dining one that I went to a couple weeks ago. And I can't remember what else I told him.
Yeah, you told him like 3 places, I think.
Okay. And, you know, Scarlett's in Pullman Hotel on Sealam Road. It's just like a classic, like that's where you can take someone and you know it's going to be good. And I'm sitting at dinner on Friday and I get a message from him. I chose Scarlett, by the way. I'm like, okay, good. And then all of a sudden, maybe I was already at the bar after dinner. I don't know. I get a message from you. A wine bar? Really, Joanna? My mouth dropped open. I was like, I don't even remember. I think I messaged you like, wait, what's the problem? I don't understand.
Freaked out. I was sitting with him. So we get there and he are actually in the cab ride to the place, which I don't know where we're going. He doesn't tell me.
Yes.
And he says, well, I'm feeling kind of proud of myself because, he's like, I never know where to go and I get stressed out. And I thought, Joanna is the perfect person. He goes, who do we know that goes out all the time to a variety of different kinds of places? And I thought, Joanna, but I couldn't ask for her number from you because then you would be like, why?
Yeah, of course.
Obviously. So he got it and he's like, I talked to her and she recommended some places and I picked this. So, I think it'll be, I'm looking forward to it. And I was like, great. We get there and I was like, oh, it's so cute. We're looking at the menu. I was like, this is terrific. What a good spot. And he's so cute because he gets so nervous about stuff. Mm-hmm. And, he's like, I'm going to tell Joe that you like it. And I was like, she's such a sneaky bitch because she kept being like, oh, I wonder where he's going to take you for your anniversary.
I didn't know.
Well,
yeah.
But you had suggested all of them. Anyway, so while he's messaging you, I said, she's so easy to get freaked out. I'm going to message her and start the shit. And he's like, okay. So I put the phone between us on the table. Like, we're waiting for your response. And then when you messaged freaking out, he goes, oh my God, she's panicking. And I was like,
yes.
No, she's panicking.
Yes. I'm like, that's where my husband used to take all of his dates.
Which, let me tell you, I saw there were plenty of gentlemen on dates at that place. And a table full of, my husband was like, that's definitely a table full of female teachers, like in the back corner having their like end of year.
Oh, okay, but not parents. I thought he said parents.
Oh, no, there were also parents.
Okay.
That was a different table.
Okay.
There was like, people, like one person he worked with and some other people. Luckily, everyone was enough away from us.
Did you sit, so Scarlett is indoor, outdoor. Outdoor has a roof over it. Mm-hmm. Nice views. Nowadays, there's just so many rooftop places that
it was lovely.
Okay.
We sat inside because as we were arriving, we could like see the storm coming in. And they were like, do you want to be outside? And we were like, no.
No, because it can turn into a sauna out there.
Everybody came in because it got really like dramatic rain.
Okay, yeah.
No, we were like on the other side of the bar in the middle of the floor. I will say this, it was just the right level of noisy. Like enough where it's atmospheric and you hear people talking.
Okay.
But you know that people can't hear what you're saying.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I like that vibe.
Did they have a band playing?
Nope.
Okay, because my husband said afterwards, like, he was like, oh, it's just sometimes so loud when they have the band playing. And then I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about that. But, okay, good.
No band. Scarlett was great. We had fun.
What did you eat?
Okay, I'll tell you what we ate. We had oysters, which we always want to eat oysters.
Okay.
We had pate. We had bone marrow, which honestly we both were like, have we ever really actually had bone marrow? So we got it to to try that, and we had sardines.
I'm
Your
gonna
face,
vomit.
you hate everything we
yes,
ordered.
that's like disgusting.
So we had all of that.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say olives too. I was like, gross.
Bleh. No, I love olives, you know.
I know.
No, we ate all those things. Everything was delicious. We learned that while I like the flavor of bone marrow is fine by me, it's not for me. Like the texture, that gelatinous, bleh, that was a little gross.
Yeah.
My husband, on the other hand, the guy that wants to eat the gristle on the meat,
Yeah.
was like, more, please. So
Okay.
he cleaned that up.
Yeah. My husband would have also been happy with those
Yeah,
orders.
what is it with men and like
I don't know.
the fatty gristle stuff? It's disgusting. Anyway, no, it was awesome. And then little Ozempic me was like, I mean, if you want more food, we can get more food, but like, I'm fine. I had a lot of bread. So then we just ordered 2 desserts.
Okay, I was gonna say, because they used to have insanely good desserts.
It was good. We got like a lemon tart.
Okay.
And we ordered a creme brulee, which was
Did they have the like
creme
raspberry at
brulee.
the bottom?
no, that would have been nice.
Oh, that's what they used to have.
No, there was no raspberry
It
at the
was
bottom.
always my favorite creme brulee because they had that at the bottom.
And then they gave us, because he had told them it was our anniversary, they gave us like a free profiterole thing that wasn't very good.
Yeah.
But it was sweet, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
And then the nice treat for him. So mommy had her martini and her wine and was very happy.
Good.
And then he ordered a cigar. So then by then the rain had stopped.
Okay.
And we sat outside, and he got to have a cigar.
Nice.
So he was very happy.
Okay, good.
So it was
So you
lovely.
did get to enjoy the outdoor as
Yeah.
well. Okay. Because so my only thing sometimes with it, especially when you say the rain's coming, if it's a humid day,
Mm-hmm.
that place, because it's not open air, can turn really
It was humid.
hot real
I mean, my hair
quickly.
got huge.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
She was big.
She was bad.
She was big.
Okay.
But no, it was like us and all the French people.
Yeah.
Like everybody out there smoking, and
Yes,
him with
exactly.
his cigar.
Yeah.
And it was nice. We
Yeah,
had a
okay,
great
good.
time.
I'm
Thank you so
glad.
much.
Good.
10-10.
When we talked on the phone that day, we did a video call, and Meg had like her fuck me hair.
Uh-huh.
Like you were looking good.
Thanks. I was trying.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm happy that it worked out.
It was delightful.
But yeah, you freaked me the fuck out.
Yeah.
Did you? Speaking of freaking out, this is more just like I'm a jealous bitch.
Mm-hmm.
When we went to heaven last week, and my guy greeted us there and said we have Asahi beer again, and I'm like, fuck yeah, because they hadn't had it for a long time. All good. Then our friend walks in, and Kun Aud, the server there, was like, hey boss, how are you doing, boss? And I am like dumb, so I didn't realize what was going on, and I thought that he knew our friend Robert, and he didn't.
No.
And Robert's like smart. He takes the guy's hands like, Kun
He's
Aud,
polite.
it's so good to see you. Me, the whole time, I'm like, how do you know him?
No, I'm
too?
like, it's the same way we think people of another race all look the same, right? Like it's biological. He just thought that was your husband.
Yes,
He
exactly.
was like white man who arrived with her.
Took me
It took you like a long time at
a
the table.
long time. I was like, wait, but I still don't understand how you know him.
That's your husband, but not your husband.
Anyways, when we were on a walk the other day, I was telling my husband about that, and he was just like, yeah, we all look alike.
We all look
yeah,
alike, yeah.
exactly. But anyways, I thought that was pretty funny.
That was fun. It was nice to go back to heaven. I do love that place.
So yeah, I don't know if I feel like our friends weren't as like excited about it as we were, but they can
I
eat a
think
dick.
he
I think
really
he
liked
was.
it. He really liked
yeah,
it.
I
Yeah.
think she was being difficult. Which I will say about anyone who doesn't just jump up and down and praise heaven.
Well, I think also if you're not like a beer girl, I don't know that that's the place for cocktails.
Well,
Those cocktails looked peculiar.
well, then drink a beer.
That's what I'm saying. I was
Exactly.
drinking a beer and had
Yeah.
a lovely time.
Okay.
Lob balls, spicy nuts, beer,
Yes, exactly.
sitting on the roof.
So tell me, you went on Saturday or Sunday? You went for a walk.
Sunday.
You made it to downtown.
I was downtown a lot this weekend. Yeah, I went
Okay,
to.
thanks for calling.
Well, I gotta have things to talk to you about. Sunday I went to Benjikitty Park and met a friend. she had gone and like taken her kid to the airport because her kid was flying with Robert and his family.
Okay.
Actually, like they were transporting her to her other,
Oh,
like,
okay.
to
I
her
remember
dad.
you guys talking about
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So she like went to the airport and then she was like, "Come meet me for a walk." So we met at the park, walked all around.
Did you do now the like Benji Kitty, like the part with the lake, or did you do the part with the
with the walkway?
Yes, the
so
walkways.
first, it took me longer. She had already been there for a little bit, so she had done the lake.
Okay, good.
And then I got there, and she had never been in that whole
because that's
beautiful.
the prettier part.
Oh, it's so pretty. And
Yeah.
I was like, girl, come over here where A, there's shade, and B, it's like really lovely.
Yeah, and you have such great views of the city.
And the flower, I mean, like, this is where I'm an old lady. Like, I love all the flowers. I love all the
Were
trees.
you naming them?
I mean, I might have pointed some things out. Like, I like plants. But I did do like, look at the color of those.
Yeah. No, it's really, so I think it opened about 5 years ago. When it first opened, it was like, kind of like, it looked like swamplands with like a walkway on top of them.
Sure.
Hot, no shade, nothing had built up yet. And my husband and I were there like, what is this?
Like, why did we do this?
Yeah, and like, why did they build it? Like, we obviously didn't see the vision, didn't have the vision that they had, but I absolutely love it now.
Oh, it's so pretty. Well, I had gone last year when my niece was here.
Yes.
So we had gone and, trying to find things to do with a 15-year-old from America. And we had walked around. It was hot as shit. And I was like, it's nice. And she was like, okay, plants. But it was nicer to go with someone who was like, let's power walk our way, like just winding and turning. And
Did you do the part that connects to Lumpini?
no, we didn't do that. We just like did a huge sort of swoopy loopy loop all around Benji
Okay.
Kitty. And then she had never been to Songwat Road.
Yeah.
And she really wanted to go over there. So
Okay.
there's a good parking lot that I know, like, that I always go to. So I was like, get in my car. I'll drive us over there. I know where to park. And it was fun. Like, we got out, we walked around. They've like added some new things that I hadn't seen since I had been there last.
Okay, good.
It was funny because, it's Sunday on Songwalk Road. So like Instagram heaven.
Yes.
Everybody looks adorable.
Okay.
Everyone is dressed, to take all their pictures on
yeah.
all these arty areas.
I hate everything about this.
Well, there she and I looking like total sweaty, disgusting, like bitches for sure. And I had stupidly not brought my water when we walked around the park and got overheated. And I added a new retinol to my skincare the night before. So my face was like tomato red.
Yeah, okay.
Even though I'd put on sunscreen, I was
Yeah.
like tomato red. So I just looked terrifying walking around being like, let me go and let me touch your things, like a big sweaty beast. But it was fun. We had a really nice time.
Okay, good.
So we just walked all about.
We need to go sometime and do the green line connecting Lumpini Park and Benji Kitty Park.
I want to do that.
Still not finished because they're never going to fucking finish it, which I don't understand because it was supposed to be finished last year.
But what's unfinished? Like, what are they finishing?
Just finishing planting the plants. That's literally it. And like, it's not, the problem is that it used to be empty from plants, from anything, and people. So it was just basically one of those big paths just connecting the two parks. So you had like, I mean, the size of a 2-lane road. Like it's quite large, not 2-lane, but one large lane. And now they've built a lot of garden beds and fountains and things like that. So that's narrowed it already. But then on top of it, you have so many people doing it now, and you have bikes, and you have all of the plants that haven't been planted
hanging out there.
Yeah, and all the wooden things. So it's just full of stuff at the moment and making it just not as nice to walk. But it's getting beautiful, and it will be beautiful. But this has been going on since January. Like, they've been building on it for over a year, but this, I'm like, let's get the plants done.
Just finish.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'll come help. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's just really bothering me. But I was going to tell you, last week I was bitching to you about there's like a group of men that are hanging out up there.
Those men should be planting the plants instead of oogling women.
Yes. So I said, ogling, you said oogling, and our friend Ashley said googling. So
Well, Googling is
yeah,
definitely
okay,
wrong. They're
okay.
not Googling the women.
But so what I was gonna say is,
ogling, I think it's ogling.
I think
Did
it's
I say
ogling.
oogling?
Yeah,
That doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. But anyway,
It's
so
a dumb word.
I had said like last week, I've just been noticing it more and more. I've been walking that for like, I've probably walked it at least 500 times, like at least. And it's been something that's just the last couple months, like I'm like, there's more and more men just sitting up here not doing anything and just like staring at women, and not in that like, oh wow, I finally got checked out, I'm so happy I got someone checked me out. It's like, ooh,
Yes.
I don't like this. And then recently I was walking with my husband, and he was kind of like making a joke. He said, it's because you're dressed like a slut. And
He's so supportive.
I know, right? He's always like, your fault. But anyways, so then when we that was going towards Benji Kitty, and then when we were walking back, there were like 30. And then even he was like, this is weird. I don't like this either. And then when we went to dinner with Robert and Ashley, remember, because I thought maybe she didn't notice it because I've gone on a walk with her a few times, and then she was like, oh, you mean all the men that are, like, she said it immediately. And I was like, okay, so I'm not alone here. But anyways, so last week someone came up in Lumpini part, and he was on a bicycle and came up and said, can I take your picture? And I said, no. And I kept walking, because it's just fucking weird. Like, who does that?
Yes.
Well, today, and also you have to keep in mind, when I'm walking, I'm listening to like not serial killer, but like true crime podcasts. So it's
Right.
always like someone's, like been murdered.
And it's always a man.
Yeah, and you're always thinking like, God, this girl was stupid. You know what I mean? Like,
And then you're like, oh, you can take my picture.
no, I didn't do that. But today, some guy stops me, and he was like, but it was like on like the part where it was public and there were a lot of people out there, and he was like, hey, I see you every day. And I was like, yeah, I'm here every day. And he was like, always at this time? I was like, pretty much. He was like, where do you go? I was like, Lumpini, Benji Kitty, Lumpini. Yes. And then he was like, how long are you usually? I was like, about an hour and a half. He was like, what's your name? Joanna.
What is wrong with you? Ladies and gentlemen, when she gets murdered, I am on record as saying this dumb bitch asked for it. What is the matter with you? You're like, my address is, and my telephone number is, and my social security number is. Joe, this is how people die.
I know. I walked away just like,
what did I do?
yes, like I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't like these men ogling me. And I'm like, if they said one word to me, I'd be like, fuck off. But like, this guy is nice.
And you're like, well, my name's Joanna, and I live over here. What the fuck?
I know.
Girl.
I know.
You're like, he's checking me out.
He asked my name. He didn't just ogle. He asked for my name.
Well, you
And-
have to be polite.
I mean, seriously, he could have asked my weight, and I would have been like, what else do you want to know? Anyway, so I'm dead.
Yeah, you are dead. It doesn't matter that it's the morning. He's going to kidnap you.
Exactly. So yeah, I'm gonna have to change what time I go for
I
a
think
walk.
you may have to.
But I was really just like, wow. Like every day you hear like the stories online, you listen to the podcast about like, and then she did this, and you're like, why would you park your car there? And why would you do that? And
Why
blah-
would you tell that
Yes.
person your business?
Exactly. So yeah. Anyways, when they do the podcast of this story,
Be investigating the story.
Yeah.
They're going to interview me. They're going to play this clip of the pod.
yeah, and everyone will be like, well, we can turn it off now because she deserved it.
She did it to herself.
Yeah. So anyways, but
That's hysterical,
yeah,
girl.
I was, yeah. Anyways, you said before about your retinol. I have
Oh,
another
yeah.
bone to pick with you.
Oh,
Yeah, I have lots.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm in the doghouse.
I went to Med Park to check my skin because of your skin cancer stuff. So I did my checkup, and I have this spot on my face that I'm very vain and I don't like it, but no one else seems to really notice it. Even the doctor was like, really? Like,
It's your face.
yeah. So she was doing the check, and she was like, on my face, she was like, well, this is a pimple, and this is a pimple, and this is a pimple. And I was like,
Ooh.
this is upsetting because Mama don't get pimples.
Well, clearly you do.
And you know what was going on in my head?
What?
You saying perimenopause.
Oh, well, listen. I didn't invent perimenopause, so you can't hold me responsible for it. You just can't handle the truth.
I don't have it.
Sure.
I'm sure it's a new cream that I'm using.
I'm sure it is.
But in my head,
Not.
I was at the doctor and I was just like, that bitch is in my head.
Yeah, because it's right.
Mm-hmm.
Bitch, I am right. I literally, it's so funny you bring this up because I saw, like, I got fed something on Instagram the other day that was talking about the phases of perimenopause. And it's starting like 35 to 45. It's these kind of symptoms, 45 to 55.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you're younger than me. 45 to 55. It's these things, you know what I mean? Like these stages. And I almost sent it to you and I was like, see, bitch, you're in this first stage.
Well, you don't have to because it's in my head no matter what. But everything that's happening, I'm like,
Perimenopause.
like that I can't use words.
That is perimenopause.
I think that's just that I was teaching Pilates for the last 10 years and basically said, like, let's do leg circles every day, 27 times a day. I didn't really use words.
Like ogling and oogling.
Well, that one I got correct.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
It's perimenopause.
Okay. Anyways.
I'm right.
All right. Whatever.
People will comment on the Instagram and say,
No. No one's commenting.
brother did.
Okay. So what else did you do? Anything else?
What else did I do? Oh, yesterday I went. Ever been? I'm not gonna say have you ever been because there's no way in hell you've ever been to Bangsu Junction to the Vintage Mall.
No.
Yeah, there's literally no world where you're gonna go look at like people's old T-shirts hanging up on hangers.
Listen.
And wanting to buy them.
I love vintage shopping, and I like vintage furniture.
Yeah. The Bangsu Junction is the majority is vintage clothes.
Yeah, but isn't that one where you said like they get it all from?
A lot of it, yeah.
Yeah, and
a
that
lot
it's
of
dirty.
A lot of it, not all of it.
No,
I
I'm not doing
found some. I took my daughter and her friend because they wanted to go because it's like the perfect place to go for teenagers and like
Yes.
people in their 20s. And it was Monday and it was quiet as shit.
that. Okay, I was gonna say on a Monday maybe.
Quiet as shit and literally just like people that were between 16 and 23. And I was like, this is the perfect mall
Yes.
for all of you.
Okay.
Like they're here, like the sort of gothy emo
Yeah.
friends in their oversized jeans. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Yeah,
They're
I'm not
buying
going
old
there.
baby doll t-shirts and Nirvana shirts and stuff. And it's cute. But I did find a couple of vendors. There are a few that actually have really nice curated stuff. Like there's a couple of Japanese oriented ones that are doing like real denim. Like the people that buy Levi's and denim jeans and like care about that stuff. I
Yes.
know about the world. I am not the person to speak on it. I've watched The Bear. I know about, like curating and obsessive denim collecting, but there's a couple of those vendors. I also found a vendor that was selling like it was small and had a really nice collection of coats, like wool coats and cashmere coats and like vintage coats that I would purchase.
Okay.
I don't need a new winter coat, but I was like, good to know. Like, this is nice and cleaned and well styled.
Yes.
But the majority of it is like t-shirts and junk and stuff. But it's fun. It's a fun place to take teenagers.
And did they buy stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
They bought shirts and, well, she did call me at one point. She's like, we're at this vendor and they're selling posters. And I was like, posters? And I went over and I was like, no, these are like something some dude is printing images.
Okay. Yeah. This exactly.
But he's selling them for 50 baht and he's made a standard like small poster size and they're 13-year-old kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, I want to buy this poster from this movie or this like Sabrina Carpenter. And I'm like, that is the perfect thing.
Okay, but
50
Sabrina
baht, have a great
Carpenter
time.
is not vintage.
No, he's not necessarily.
okay,
vintage.
okay.
It's a mix. I mean, there are some things that are like new. He's also selling like CDs and vinyl and stuff
Okay.
like that.
I don't think I'm gonna go there.
I don't think it's for you.
Okay.
In fact, I know it's not for you.
Do you remember that store we went to that one time that I had saved in Google Maps? we went and had the noodles where we had to sit in those teeny tiny chairs.
Oh, yes. On Songwat Road.
Yes. And then we went and they had
The Vietnamese place that I wanted to eat at.
Yes. And then afterwards we went to this store
Yes.
that I had seen online, and they made it look like so great in Instagram, but it was open air. It wasn't open air. It was a shop house, and it was so hot, and everything was covered in like dust.
Everything was covered in dust, and also all the materials were like velvet.
Yeah.
And thick, and I was like, who's wearing this in Thailand?
Yeah, and I'm not gonna try that on in a store that doesn't even have a fan.
Yeah, it was hot.
Yeah. So it's stuff like that where I'm like, sometimes it looks a lot nicer online
Yes.
than it actually is. And then put me there and I'll be like, I don't like it. There's a vintage store. I don't know if she's into furniture. Like, I like looking at furniture and
I
stuff.
like looking at furniture.
There's a
My
place
kid doesn't,
called
but I do.
Papaya.
Okay.
It is massive.
You know what? I have heard about this place and always wanted to go. Take me sometime.
I'll go with you sometime, but it's like it's overwhelming.
Sure.
I also found it quite pricey, but the annoying thing was
Oh,
that
is there another annoying thing? You're like,
Yes.
it's this and this, but the annoying thing.
if you find something there, I did not realize this. Luckily, it was a bigger item, so I could say, but like we had to find someone working, which is basically go back to the desk and ask how much it was. And he said, if you want to know prices, you have to take a picture of it and then come and find me. And I'm like, baby, this is too big. This, like, I can't, this is.
How am I going to find my way back?
Yeah, exactly. So that I found a bit frustrating because I don't want to constantly, like, or then you take all the pictures and then ask at the end. I want to know how much things cost while I'm looking at
Yeah.
them. Like,
I think that's an incredibly normal desire.
yeah, but they have some really cool things mixed with some complete junk, mixed with some other cool. But the place is massive. When we were there, it was a little bit difficult as well because they were filming something. I think probably for a movie or whatever. So you couldn't quite get into some of the places where they had like the really nice stuff. But it's worth to see at least.
Cool.
So I would go there with you, but I won't go to the other place.
I did find a new vinyl record shop down in Songwat, like back in an alley that I'd not been to before, called Get Jude and Back. It
Okay.
actually had like fabulous collection of records because
Okay.
my husband collects records.
Ah, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, well, famously, the story goes like this. So he'd been collecting records his whole life, and he had a pretty decent collect. I'm like, I don't want to say like, I didn't mean decent in terms like it wasn't massive, but it was good and well
Yes.
curated. And we had all of our stuff in storage when we moved abroad. He had taken a chunk of albums in like two different trips home. He had taken some back in a suitcase, right? Because I got him a record player like shortly after we moved here.
Okay.
And so we were like, little by little bringing things over. So, a couple summers ago, we were cleaning out our storage unit, downsizing, like moving a bunch of stuff here.
Yes.
And we were doing all this up at his mom's because that's where our storage unit is. And doing like a big garage sale in front of her house, right? So it's like the night before and we're sorting everything out, and there's piles of like, these are things that are going to go with us back to Thailand. These are things that are going to go back to the storage unit because, you bring like big tubs to your house. And these are things that we're going to put out on the garage sale. So of course he like sorts the records. Like these are for the garage sale. These are going to Thailand. Great. What did I put out for sale? The pile that was going to Thailand. What did the guy, there are people that go to garage sales. They're famously and like go the first thing and they
Yes,
haggle and they
6
try
in
to
the
bulk
morning or
buy
whatever,
everything so
yeah.
they can resell stuff, right? Like there are
Yes.
people that really make a business out of
Yes.
this. Well, there was a guy that rocked up at like 7:30 before we'd even open. It was like, do you have any records? And I was like, yeah, because the bin had been things that I was like, a lot of musicals I'd had. I was like, nobody wants this stuff. Take it. So he starts flipping through the box and he's flipping and flipping. And he was like, I'll give you $20 for this whole box. And I was
No.
like, sure, fucking take it. It was the good box. It
No.
was all the like good records. It was like Bruce
No.
Springsteen and the Beatles.
And you
and
still celebrate your anniversary.
I know it's a wonder he's kind to me, isn't it?
Wow. Respect.
He is a good man. He still brings it up all the time. Of course.
Yeah, rightfully
I would bring
so.
it I would bring it up for the rest of our marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
I know. So then, of course, I find this record store and I was like, oh, look, there's good things and they're not crazy prices. Immediately, I was like, do you have an Instagram? I have to bring my husband here.
Yeah, of course. Okay,
Yeah.
good. That's great. Now you like have a go-to for if you need a present for him.
Exactly.
I like that.
But aren't I shitty?
Yeah, you're super shitty.
I'm a really shitty,
Yeah.
shitty wife.
I mean, to be fair, I moved here with like basically a big suitcase. And I had, in my old apartment in Germany, I had a clothing room. I didn't have a closet. I had a clothing.
It's very Elwoods.
It was beautiful. It was gorgeous. And I basically got rid of everything to move here because I didn't have storage.
Right.
I don't need winter clothes.
Right. That's the thing,
And
right?
it was majority winter clothes, great shoes, everything. And like, I still bring it up. Like, I don't want to, we're done with this conversation.
Maybe we should go have some lunch.
Okay. I'm sad now.
Aw.
Maybe we should go shopping.
Let's go shopping.
All right.
For something new, not used.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course.
Okay, perfect. All right, bye, bitch.
Bye, bitch.